Here, this ball game is about ready to get underway, and Willie Randolph stands in against John Matlack. And here's the first pitch of the 1978 season. That's a fastball. It's too high. Ball one. It'll be Randolph, Rivers, and then Thurman Munson for the Yankees against John Matlack. First time the Yankees have faced Matlack. It's his first American League start. Fastball hits the left field. After is Oliver going back, still going in the corner, and makes the catch about 330 feet away, deep in the left field corner. And there's one away. Willie Randolph got a fastball, almost hit it out of here. It's 330 feet down the left field line, also 330 down the right field line. Straightaway center here at Arlington Stadium is 400 feet. In the power alleys, left center and right center, it's 370 feet. Wind blowing straight in. Here's Rivers. Rivers had a great spring for the Yankees. First pitch from Matlack, a curveball. He went too far trying to check his swing. No balls and one strike. This spring, Mickey was up 60 times, had 23 base hits. Batted .383 with a home run and 7 runs batted in. Curveball down the dirt, skips past Sundberg, goes back to the screen, hits the ball to strike on Rivers. Toby Harrah, the third baseman, weighing on the grass. The shortstop is Bert Campaneris. Bunkville playing at second, and closing up at first base is Mike Hargrove. 1-1 pitch to Rivers. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Playing left field for the Rangers, Al Oliver. The center fielder is Juan Benitez, and the right fielder is Richie Zick. Matlack winds, and the 1-2 pitch to Rivers. Pop foul back out of play and over our heads. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dick Hauser coaching third base for the Yankees, and the sixth, Gene Michael, coaching at first. Sun trying to peek through the clouds down here in Texas as the 1-2 pitch comes on the Rivers. Swung on, bounce over the short. Charge there by Campaneris. Slips on the first base. 2 out. Rivers bouncing out 6-3, and that'll bring on Thurman Munson, the designated hitter. Last year, the Yankees won the championship in the American League East. They won exactly 100 ball games, lost 62. Went to 4-5 against the Kansas City Royals to win the pennant in the American League East, and beat the Dodgers 4 out of 6 to win the World Championship. And they're starting their defense of that title right here this afternoon in Texas. Here's the first pitch now to Munson. Fastball is on the inside corner, strike 1. Thurman batted .233 on the spring. Fastball is outside, it's 1-1. It was up 43 times, had 10 base hits. Did not hit a home run this spring, drove in 3 runs. A right-handed batter, and the Rangers play him straight away. Here's the wind by Matlack, and the 1-1 to Munson. Swung on and fouled back. Jammed him with a fastball. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now Munson backs out and adjusts his batting glove. You're still coming in down here. It's going to be another great year for baseball. The 1-2 to Thurman Munson. Swung on and missed. Munson goes down swinging, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down at the end of 1/2 inning of play. The Yankees nothing. The Rangers are coming up.
Caboose Production Company has.
Now Mike Hargrove will lead off against Ron Guidry here in the bottom half of the first inning. John Matlack had an easy top half as he mowed the Yankees down 1-2-3, striking out Thurman Munson. It'll be Hargrove, Bert Campaneris, and then Al Oliver against Ron Guidry. Hargrove, a left-handed batter, had been batting down in the lineup until Billy Hunter got here, and Billy Hunter moved him up into the leadoff spot, and he did well for the Rangers. Here's the first pitch to Hargrove. That's a breaking ball down in the dirt, kicks off. The catcher, Cliff Johnson, goes back to the screen. 1 ball and no strikes. Last year, the Rangers ended up second in the West, 8 games behind the Kansas City Royals. They won 94 and lost 68. Billy Hunter got the job on June 28th, and they were 60 and 33 for Billy Hunter. They went through 4 managers last year. 1-0. Swung on and fouled back. It's 1-1 on Mike Hargrove. Frank Lucchese started the season as skipper of the Rangers. Eddie Sankey managed them for 1 day. Connie Ryan came on for about a week, and finally, Billy Hunter got the job. Now Hargrove backs out. Gets back in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball line, base hit right center field. Might go to the wall. Rivers over quickly. He'll cut it off. Good play by Mickey, holding Hargrove to a single. Hargrove jumping on a fastball, ripping it into right center field. Rivers getting over there quickly, cutting the ball off, and getting it into second base, holding Hargrove at first. So Hargrove leads off the ball game for the Rangers with a single, and that'll bring on Bert Campaneris, the shortstop. Campaneris was only up 32 times this spring. He had 8 base hits, batted .250. A right-handed batter. Pretty good hit-and-run man. Pitched to him, bunted and fouled off the first base side. Hargrove moving towards second will have to go back as Chambliss picks the ball up. Dano's expecting the bunt at third base. He's in on the grass. Dent, the shortstop, Randolph playing at second base, and Chambliss holding on Hargrove at first. Lou Piniella playing left field for the Yankees, and Mickey Rivers in center, and Reggie Jackson out in right. Cliff Johnson down flashing signs for Ron Guidry, who checks Hargrove off first. The 1-strike pitch is bunted out in front of the plate. Guidry has it, fires the first base, gives got Campaneris. So give Campaneris a sacrifice. Guidry had an idea about throwing that ball down to second, but changed his mind wisely as Hargrove got into their safe. He spun around, threw on the Chambliss for the putout. Hargrove now in scoring position with one away, and the batter is Al Oliver, the center left fielder. Oliver, for so many years, playing center field for the Pittsburgh Pirates. In fact, playing first base for the Pirates, and the other two outfield positions for the Pirates. Fouls the first pitch back and out of play. No balls, 1 strike on Oliver. No score, playing the bottom half of the first inning here at Arlington Stadium. The Yankees and the Texas Rangers, and the opener for both teams. Guidry now gets new baseball. Bends forward, looking at Johnson for sign. Now he's set. Checks the runner off second. And then backs off, and Hargrove goes back to second. On deck is Richie Zitt. Now Guidry's ready. The 1-strike pitch. It's too high. It's 1-1. In the National League, Oliver hits the ball all over the place. Left center, right center, down the line. Pretty good hitter. Just slaps the ball around. As Guidry is ready for him again. Here's the 1-1. Curveball on the outside corner. Good pitch. Called strike 2. 1-2. Connie Ryan coaching at third base for the Texas Rangers. Fred Koenig coaching first. Guidry working quickly. Checks the runner off second. Here's the 1-2 to Oliver. Breaking ball is fouled back to the screen, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind blowing hard, straight in from center field. Got to really get into a ball down each line to get it out of here. That looks like it's blowing to right as Guidry sets. The 1-2, breaking ball, just checks the swing in time. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oliver had an idea, but held up just in time. The home plate umpire, Marty Springstead, checked the third base umpire, Merrill, before he made the call. Now the pitch is a breaking ball that's outside. And the count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Billy Martin on the top step of the Yankee dugout, asking Springstead just where that pitch was. And it must have been outside. So the count is full on Al Oliver with Richie Zitt waiting on deck. Payoff pitch to Oliver. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hargrove goes back, touches up down at second base. There's 1 away in the bottom of the first. No score yet. Guidry, of course, would like to get Oliver out. That would leave first base open, and he could sort of play around with Zisk a little bit, try to make him go after a bad pitch with Toby Harrah on deck. But if he doesn't get Oliver, he doesn't have that option. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, line, base hit left field past Nettle. Around third base is Harrah, but he'll be held as the throw comes home, and holding at first base is Al Oliver. So the Rangers have runners on at first and third with 1 away for Richie Zitt. Oliver getting a fastball out over the plate, lining it just past the diving Greg Nettle for a base hit. Pinella got in on the ball quickly, and Hargrove was held at third base by Connie Ryan, the third base coach, and that'll bring on Richie Zitt. Zitt did not have a good spring for the Rangers. He's lost a lot of weight, gotten in pretty good shape over the winter. He was up 58 times this spring, had 8 base hits, batted .138, 2 home runs, and 9 runs batted in. Pitch to him is line to center field. Rivers is after it. He can't get to it. Base hit. 1 run will score, and Oliver's going to third. The throw there is in time. And on the play, this goes to second, but the Rangers lead 1-0. Richie Zisk jumping on the first pitch from Guidry and ripping into left center field. Scoring from third base was Mike Hargrove. Trying to go from first to third, Al Oliver. Rivers threw a strike over the Nettles. Nettles slapped a tag on a sliding Oliver for out number 2, and on the play, Zisk is down at second base. So with a 1-0 lead, the Rangers now will send in Toby Harrah, their third baseman. Zisk down at second, 2 out. Harrah hit 163 this spring, 7 hits and 43 times up. He's a right-handed batter and takes a strike on the inside corner. The Rangers have nipped Guidry for 3 base hits here in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Harrah hits on the ground to shortstop. Right there is it. Digs it out, flips over the Chambliss, and the side is retired. Rangers pick up a run on 3 hits, and they leave a man. And at the end of 1, it's the Rangers 1, the Yankees 0.
Whenever the moment is right for a great beer, whenever the good times are moving to right here, after the work is done, while you're still having fun, anytime the right time to say it. When do you say Budweiser? Buy the beer for any time at all. When do you say Budweiser? Smile on your face and tell the world what you're thinking. 'Cause when you say Budweiser, the #1 beer is what you'll be drinking. After the work is done, while you're still having fun, the king of beer is waiting for your call. When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Boy, this game's terrific. Sure is. Hey, Bill, be sure to tell me what I missed. Yes, where are you going? You know. Oh, there? Yeah, there. To get a Baby Ruth bar. Now? Oh, sure. All that fudge and chewy caramel. Well, now I've heard everything. No, you haven't. There's also lots of peanuts and a sweet chocolatey covering. Well, granted, Baby Ruths are terrific tasting, but can't you wait till after the game? Well, maybe I should call time. What, so you can get a Baby Ruth bar? Well, when you gotta have one, you've gotta have one.
Well, the Rangers have a 1-0 lead as we go into the top of the second, and Reggie Jackson will lead off against left-hander John Matlack. It'll be Jackson, Lou Piniella, and then Cliff Johnson against Matlack. First pitch to Jackson is fouled back to the screen, strike 1. Update on American League scores. The Boston Red Sox 5, the White Sox 2. That's at the end of 7. Baltimore picked up 3 in the top of the first. They lead the Milwaukee Brewers 3-0, with the Brewers batting in the bottom of the first. Next pitch to Jackson is too high. It's 1-1. Toronto Blue Jays 4, the Detroit Tigers 2. That's at the end of 7. And the 1-1 pitch to Jackson. Too high. 2-1. In the first of 2, it's Cleveland 8. The Kansas City Royals 5. Cleveland batting in that ball game in the bottom of the 8th. In the National League, the Expos lead the Mets 5-2 at the end of 6. Dodgers beat the Braves 6-2. That's the final. Here's the 2-1 to Jackson. Breaking ball almost hit him as Jackson falls out of the way. Did hit him on the wrist. It's like a slider got away from Matlack and got Jackson on his left wrist quickly out of the dugout. Yankee trainer Gene Monahan and also Billy Martin. So Reggie Jackson hit by a pitch. He'll go to first base, and we hope it's not serious. They always try to pitch Jackson up and in. The slider looked like a slider up and in, got away from Matlack with the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Jackson trying to get out of the way, threw his left hand up. And Monahan now working on the left wrist. Tommy John won that ball game for the Dodgers. He's now 1-0. The Dodgers beating the Braves 5-4, 6-2. Ball game played in 2 hours and 36 minutes. The Cards playing the Phillies. Yesterday, the Cardinals beat the Phillies. Reds beat the Astros 2-1. George Foster hitting his second home run in 2 ball games. Hit that in the second inning. Nobody was on base in that ball game, but the Cincinnati Reds beat the Houston Astros 2-1. Football game being played in 2 hours and 24 minutes. Well, Jackson's up and he's all right. He'll go to first base. San Diego didn't score in the top of the first. The San Francisco Giants now batting in the bottom of the first. And the Pittsburgh Pirates lead the Chicago Cubs 3-0 at the end of 7 innings of play. Dave Parker hit a home run in that ball game for the Pirates. Bert Blyleven pitching for the Pirates. He's got a shutout going. So Jackson on at first base here in the top of the second. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead, and Lou Piniella steps in against John Matlack, who sets and goes to first base, and Jackson gets back. Pinella's a right-handed batter. Came on late last season to play most of left field for the Yankees and did an excellent job for him in the series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now Matlack is ready again. Goes to first base again, and Jackson's back. Lou didn't hit much this spring. He was up 40 times, had 7 base hits, 2 home runs, drove in 4 runs, but has a lifetime batting average of close to 290. And again, Matlack goes to first, almost throws it away, and Jackson gets back. Rangers a run on 3 hits. The Yankees trying to get on the board in the top of the second. On deck is Cliff Johnson. Now Matlack is at the belt. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And Piniella doesn't like the call. Ranger infield back looking for 2 with Hargrove holding on Jackson at first base. Sun continues to go in and out here, stuck behind the clouds in Texas. Pitch to Pinella's high and away. It's the ball on the strike. The Yankees won 7 of 10 from the Rangers last year, including 4 of 5 here at Arlington Stadium. As Matlack said, checks Jackson at first. The 1-1 pitch to Piniella. Swung on, pop foul. That'll be out of play on the right side. And now 5 seconds for station identification.
Rangers 1460, WOKO, Albany.
So the count on Lou Piniella, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Jackson taking a walking lead off first base. Matlack reading signs from Jim Sundberg. Now the left-hander sets. Goes to first base, and Jackson's back easily. Other games scheduled in the American League. The Minnesota Twins playing the Seattle Pilots. Seattle, the next pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Not the Seattle Pilots. Mariners. So the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the set. And the pitch. Curveball is high. Ball 3, and the count is full. I think the old club used to be the Pilots. They're the Mariners. Those 3-pronged insignia. Oh, the count 3-2 on Piniella. Jackson off first base. And the throw there, and Jackson's back easily. Let's see if they run Jackson on this 3-2 pitch. Piniella doesn't often strike out. He hits into a lot of DP, so they might move Jackson. And he's going. The pitch, lying foul into the seats down the right side. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes on Lou Piniella. I think those 2 teams play each other about 9 times the first 12 ball games, Seattle and Minnesota. They opened the season earlier than anyone this year. Out at the Kingdome. Now Matlack with the new balls at the belt. Go to first base, and Jackson is back. Nobody out. Rangers leading 1-0 in the top of the second. Now the set. And the pitch to Piniella. Jackson's going, swinging a miss. Throw down to second. They'll have him. Piniella going down on strike to Sundberg, throwing a strike down to second baseman Bump Wills, who slapped the tag on Reggie Jackson, and they're 2 outs. Oh, with 2 outs, nobody on. The batter now will be Big Cliff Johnson, the Yankee catcher. Johnson had a great spring for the Yankees. He batted .288, 15 base hits and 52 times up, 5 home runs and 20 runs batted in. And he takes a curve for strike. Second on the club this spring in RBIs, Reggie Jackson with 10. Here's Matlack right back with the 0-1 pitch. Slow curve misses outside, 1-1. On deck is Chris Chambliss. Here's a wind and the 1-1 delivery. Fastball, chopped foul outside third base. That'll be grabbed by Dick Hauser, the third base coach. And the count now on Cliff Johnson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cliff, a native Texan, born in San Antonio, lives in Houston. Hit a dozen home runs for the Yankees last year, coming over at the trading deadline June 15th. Here's a 1-2 to Johnson. Swung on and missed. Johnson goes down swinging and the side is retired. Third strikeout for John Matlack. At the end of 1.5 innings of play, the score. The Rangers 1, the Yankees nothing.
Sparky Lyle saves another one for the Yankees. Cliff Johnson's home run wins it in the ninth. Paul Blair makes another great catch in center field. Sparky Lyle, Cliff Johnson, and Paul Blair. Great subs on the world champion New York Yankees. In the Capital District, the great subs come from Big Dom's Subs at prices that will make you feel like a champion. Listen to this lineup. Big Dom's hot Italian sausage, pepperoni, or the only long, hot meatball sub in town. All in all, Big Dom's has over 30 varieties of hot and cold subs. Big Dom's veal and peppers is a grand slam of a meal. It comes complete with Big Dom's own special wine sauce. Big Dom's is not only in first place, he's every place. With 8 convenient locations in Albany, Latham, Rotterdam, Troy, Westmere, and Penang. So when it comes to subs, the Yankees have Lyle, Johnson, Blair, and you've got Big Dom's. Step up to Big Dom's. You'll never strike out.
Orbit sugar-free gum gives you a cool, refreshing taste that's out of this world. A taste people really like. Listen.
Orbit tastes great. That's why I always chew it.
Orbit is my favorite because it's cool and refreshing. Hey, I really like Orbit, too. My whole family loves the taste of Orbit sugar-free gum. It's delicious. And besides, it's made with only natural sweeteners.
Try Orbit sugar-free gum for a cool, refreshing taste that's out of this world.
Now the DH, Kurt Bavacqua, will lead off against Ron Guidry, playing the bottom half of the second inning here in Arlington, with the Rangers leading the Yankees 1-0. It'll be Bavacqua, Beniquez, and then Buck Wills against the left-hander Ron Guidry. Guidry gave up a run on 3 hits in the bottom of the first to the Rangers. Bavacqua's a right-handed batter. And the first pitch to him, the fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Yankees set up straight away for Bavacqua. He's been around. Kansas City, Cleveland, Milwaukee. Breaking ball is swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes on Bavacqua. Now Nettles backs up at third base. Juan Beniquez leading on deck. Breaking ball is pulled foul outside of third. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Bavacqua. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses down low at the ball and 2 strikes. Tomorrow, Ed Figueroa is scheduled for the Yankees against Doc Ellis. Figueroa 16-11 last year with the Yankees. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced past the mound, dug out by Randolph. He throws to first base and got Bavacqua. Looked like Guidry might get that ball. It was bounced to his left. He let it go, and Randolph threw him out. So there's 1 away. That'll bring on the center fielder, Juan Beniquez. Well, next Sunday, April 16th, is Pennant Day at Yankee Stadium. Every fan 14 and under who comes out to see the Yankees host the White Sox will get a terrific Yankee pennant featuring the full-color picture of the 1977 World Championship team. Beniquez goes after a low fastball, misses it. No balls and a strike. That's Sunday, April 16th, Pennant Day. Game time, 2 o'clock against the White Sox. Kid rewinds, and the 1-strike pitch. Fastball is swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Guidry battled the flu through most of spring training. He really wasn't up to par. Probably a little behind schedule still. Breaking ball, chopped to third. Nettles digs it out. Long throw to first base, in plenty of time, and they're 2 outs. And the batter now is a switch hitter, Bump Wills, the second baseman. Top Ranger hitter last year against the Yankees, batted .355. He's in right-handed against Guidry. Guidry only got into 4 games during spring training, pitched just 15 innings. As Wills fouls the first pitch off and out of play. In those 15 innings, he gave up 18 base hits, 8 earned runs, struck out 19. He was 0-1 over the spring. The one-strike pitch to Wills. Fastball drilled to right field. That'll fall. Base hit. And Wills holds at first base. And with 2 outs, the batter's the catcher, Jim Sundberg. Sundberg, a right-handed hitter, batted .290 for the Texas Rangers last year. A great year for him with the bat. Wills, by the way, last year stole 28 bases for the Rangers, and he's out first. Pitch to Sundberg is down low, ball 1. Of course, his father, Maury, stole 104 bases one year with the Dodgers in 1962. Set a new record until Lou Brock came along. Now Johnson calls time. Big catcher kicks the dirt out of his spikes. Now he gets back behind the plate. Guidry sets. Checks Wills. And the pitch. Too high. 2 balls, no strikes on Sundberg. Rangers ahead 1-0 in the bottom half of the second inning. 2 outs and Bump Wills on at first base. And you get the feeling that he's going to go. He might pick this pitch. Let's see. Guidry sets. And goes to first base, and Wills is back easily. Now Wills says something to his first base coach, Fred Keeney, as he bounces off the bag again. Guidry bending forward, getting it signed. Now he straightens. Checks the runner. Not going. The pitch is drilled to right field. Jackson's right there. Coming on. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs on a base hit, and the man left on base. At the end of 2, it's the Rangers 1, the Yankees nothing.
There are 2 things I remember about 58. I spent more on oil from my hair than on oil from a car. And I bought my first Chevy. It's also the year I started using Champions. Now in 66, I remember 2 more things. A silver Corvette and a redhead named Georgette. This year I got myself a Chevy wagon. 4 more things to remember. Billy Jr., Billy Joe, Billy Jean, and Billy Bob. I've had a lot of different kinds of Chevys over the years, but one kind of spark plug, Champion.
You can't find a better club for any kind of car than Champion. Champion. You can't buy a better club no matter where you are than Champion. Champion's number 1 in the world. Number 1 in your car.
Did I forget someone? Did I forget Billy Jack?
This is Mel Allen. Some air freight companies have a lot of speed but no control. Thanks to Emery's computer tracking system, Emery is not one of them. Emery, the Air Force in air freight.
Well, here's the final score in the first of 2. The Cleveland Indians beat the Kansas City Royals 8-4. Home runs net ball game. Check that score again. 8-5. Indians 8. The Royals 5. A lot of home runs net ball game. Patek and McRae for the Royals. Pruitt, Dade, and Thornton for the Cleveland Indians. Wayne Garland won it. He's now 1-0. Denny Leonard lost it. He's 0-1. Final score again. Cleveland 8. The Kansas City Royals 5 in the first of 2. Right here, the Rangers lead the Yankees 1-0 as Chris Chambliss steps in against John Matlack in the top of the 3rd. And Chambliss takes a strike. The 0-1 to Chambliss. Curveball is swung on and missed. Big breaking curveball. No balls and 2 strikes. The Red Sox 4, the White Sox 2 at the end of 7.5. That ball game being played in Chicago. Here's a 2-strike pitch to Chambliss. Fastball hit up the middle. Right there, those are shortstop Campaneris. Grabs it and throws the first of Gat Chambliss. And now 20 seconds for our local stations to identify themselves.
This is 1460 WOKO Albany.
The third baseman, number 9, Ray Hello.
Well, the Yankee batter now is Greg Nettles. One out, nobody on here in the third inning. Curveball to Nettles is a called strike. So far, John Matlack has been sharp. He's given the Yankees no base hits. He struck out 3 and he's hit 1. Yankees haven't got, yes, they got 1 ball out of the infield. Randolph fly ball into the left field corner. The curveball misses on Nettles. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 to Nettles. Fastball misses outside. 2-1. They've got a pretty good ball club if you can afford to bat a guy with 37 home runs, 8. On deck is Bucky Dent. Fastball gets the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nettles had his best year ever in the big leagues last year. A .255 hitter, 37 home runs, 107 runs batted in. Here's the 2-2 to him. Swung on and missed. Nettles goes down swinging. That's the 4th strikeout for John Matlack. 2 away, and the batter is Bucky Dent. Dent had an excellent spring, even though he missed much of it. He fouled a pitch off his left leg. He was only up 16 times. He had 7 base hits, 5 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch to Dent. Fastball line, base hit center field. Oh, Bucky Dent jumping on Matlack's first pitch, rips it into center field for a base hit, and that's the Yankees' first base hit of the ball game. So Dent on at first base, 2 away. We'll go back up the top of the Yankee batting order, Willie Randolph.
Top of the order for the Yankees. Second baseman, Willie Randolph.
Well, the White Sox must be doing something in the 8th inning. They got rid of Denny Eckersley. Bill Campbell came on in that 8th inning, and now Stanley's in there for the Red Sox. Bob Stanley, so the score was 4-2 going into the 8th inning. Well, the White Sox having a little uprising. The curveball misses outside on Randolph. Only 1 home run that ball game up until the 8th inning. Rick Burleson hit his first in the 4th with nobody on. Randolph has been up once, guy to left. Throw the first base, and Dent is back. Right here, the Rangers lead 1-0. The Yankees with a runner at first and 2 outs. Now the set by Matlack. The 1-0 to Randolph. He takes the fastball in there, called strike. It's 1-1. San Diego and San Francisco, they played 1 inning. No score in that ball game. Being played in San Francisco. As Matlack is at the belt. The 1-1 to Randolph. Slow curve is in there, called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cubs and the Pirates now tied up 3-3 with the Pirates batting in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Jim Bibby now pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He relieves starter Bert Blyleven. 1-2 to Randolph. Fastball is too high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We gave you the 1 final actually 2 finals in the National League. The Reds beat the Astros 2-1. And the Dodgers beat the Braves 6-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Randolph. Hit on the ground towards short. Campaneris there digs it out. Flips on the second for the force on Dent. And the side is retired. No runs. A base hit and a man left. We played 2.5 and the score. The Rangers won. The Yankees nothing.
Do that again, Chrissy. Okay, Jesse. In Kmart, process is your film. You get blueless color silk proof. In Kmart, you do proof. Picture perfect policy, so you pay only for the proof you like. How can you say with Kmart's goofy policy and all that? It's really easy. Because my mouth is getting bigger, and because I'm by honest. Oh, Chrissy.
Let's
Hargrove will lead off against Ron Guidry, playing the bottom half of the third inning here in Texas, with the Rangers leading the Yankees 1-0. Hargrove singled and scored the only run scored so far in this ball game. He scored on a single by Richie Zisk. And Hargrove takes the strike. It'll be Hargrove, Campaneris, and then Al Oliver for the Rangers here in the third inning. Guidry with the no ball, 1 strike pitch. Too high with it. It's 1-1. Nettles wide at third. The rest of the infield playing more or less straight away on Mike Hargrove. The outfield shades him to hit the other way, toward left. Breaking ball is high. 2 balls and a strike. Guidry working quickly. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball line, base hit right field. Hargrove 2 for 2, and he'll hold at first base. By the way, some of the guests on the Yankee broadcast received Gillette Pro Max Compact 1200, the small, lightweight, but mighty powerful 1200-watt hair dryer. Others get the home sentry smoke alarm from General Electric, battery operated so it functions even in a power failure. It could help save your family's lives. Well, Hargrove on at first base leading off the third. That'll bring on Bert Campaneris, who sacrificed in the second base in the first inning. And Bert bunts out in front of the plate again. They're going to have to hurry. Guidry throws to Randolph. They've got him. Good play by Ron Guidry. And once again, Campaneris sacrifices a runner over. The put out there, though, 1-4. And the hand is for Al Oliver, the left fielder, who singled past Nettles in the left field back in the first inning.
Al Oliver.
Oliver, a left-handed batter. As Guidry sets the checks and deals. Hit on the ground right back to Guidry. They've got Hargrove caught between third and second base, and Guidry makes the play himself. Good play by Ron Guidry. He had Mark Hargrove caught between second base and third base, ran at him, and made the tag himself, and he held Oliver to first base. So there are 2 outs. Guidry might be one of the best athletes on this Yankee ball club. I should say he might be the best athlete on this ball club. So Oliver now at first base, 2 away, and the batter Richie Zisk, who singled in Hargrove in the first inning. Zisk 1 for 1, coming off of bad spring. But he said that doesn't count. A right-handed batter. Also a former Pittsburgh Pirate. Guidry sets and goes to first base, and Oliver gets back. Oliver, Zisk. Tomorrow's pitcher, Doc Ellis, all Pittsburgh Pirates. Hit in the air, left center. After this River's still going, he will not be able to get to it. Base hit, get past him. Oliver to third base. They're going to hold him there as this goes into second. So Al Oliver on that base hit moves from first to third, and we'll see if they give Zisk a double or if they give Mickey Rivers. They give Rivers a single. They give Zisk a single and Rivers an error, as he'll let that ball get by him, allowing Zisk to go on to second base. So a single and an error. And the Rangers have runners at second and third with 2 outs. And the batter is Toby Harrah. Billy Martin now out on the mound talking to Ron Guidry and also to Cliff Johnson. Rangers lead 1-0, trying to add to that lead in the bottom half of the third inning. The Yankees have nobody getting loose in the bullpen. It's up to Ron Guidry as Martin spins around and jogs back to the Yankee dugout. Well, the Giants picked up 4 runs in the bottom half of the second inning. They lead San Diego 4-0. In that ball game, the Red Sox and the White Sox picked up 4 runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and they now lead the Boston Red Sox by a score of 6-5. Pitch to Harrah is too high, ball 1. The kicker corrected the score in the third inning, where the Red Sox scored 3 instead of 2. So the White Sox leading the Red Sox now 6-5 at the end of 8. Harrah takes the strike. It's 1-1. Runners lead off second and third with 2 outs, and the 1-1 pitch to Harrah. Just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Kurt Bavacqua, the designated hitter. Kid rewinds. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball is a called strike to 2-2. Good hard breaking ball by Ron Guidry. Now Hara backs off. Time is called. Now the right-hander gets back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced towards shortstop, dead to his left, digs it up, flips on the chambliss, and the side is retired. No runs on 2 base hits, 1 error by the Yankees, and 2 men left on by the Rangers. And at the end of 3, the Rangers lead the Yankees 1-0. Stop in tomorrow at your local Firestone Tire and Auto Center and register. Well, Mickey Rivers stepping in for the Yankees as we get ready to go into the top of the 4th, with the Rangers leading 1-0. And we'll take 5 seconds for station identification.
This is 1460 WOKO Albany.
And stepping in behind the mic, starting his either 22nd or 23rd season behind the mic, doing Yankee broadcast. Here's the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto.
All right, Bill. Well, your ball players lie so much, I don't know what my age is or what year this is. Matlack now pitching to Rivers, and he fouls one back into the seats out of play. Matlack has really been sharp. In the first 3 innings, he has struck out 4 men and allowed just 1 base hit. Toby Hara is in at third. Outfield straight away on Mickey. Matlack takes the fastball, check swing, ground ball up with it, though, is Hara. And the throw, they got Rivers. If the ball had gotten by Hara, Campaneris would not have been able to throw him out. But Hara playing in and over toward his left made the play, and there's 1 out. That brings up Thurman Munson. Thurman struck out his first time up. Munson is the designated hitter in this ball game, is Billy Martin. And the curve is low, ball 1. First visit to Arlington Stadium for our producer, Arthur Adler, and our new engineer, Brian Ferguson. Still can't say. I'm going to change it to Ferguson. There's a fly ball to left center, but moving to his left, Oliver calling for it, and one hands it. Again, that ball was hit well, but the wind is holding everything up. That's it in the air to the outfield. And now Reggie Jackson, and everybody quite concerned. Reggie was hit on the left wrist his first time up. And he was down on the ground for quite some time. And on balls hit out to him for base hits, he had a little problem throwing in. We got to see if it bothers his swing. Here's the first pitch by Matlack. Strike 1 call. 2 out, nobody on. The Brewers came up with 8 runs in the bottom of the first after the Orioles came up with 3. Larry Heisel hit his second home of the year in the first with 2 on. He is paying dividends already. Heisel, I think, is making more money than any other free agent. But he hit a home yesterday, he hit another one today. The pitch, drive to center field, but coming in, Benitez calling for it, and one hands it. The Yankees go down in order, and at the end of 3.5, the Rangers 1 and the Yankees nothing.
Tax time got you coming and going. Did you expect a refund but can't wait to use the money? See the friendly professionals at Protective Loan. Money is their business. Get the cash you need now for whatever reason. Loan for a loan today or see the friendly professionals at Protective. Visit the new Protective Loan office at 259 Central Avenue, Albany.
Hello, this is Steve Allen.
Jane Meadows.
And you know, Jane, Bell System long distance is a great way to keep in touch with old friends.
That's right, Steve, it is. Sometimes when my nails are dry...
Wait a minute, dear.
What's that?
I think you're reading online.
Why do you say that?
Jane.
You want me to call a press conference?
Oh, Steve.
What, Jane? Well, I'm waiting with bated breath. Will one of you guys bring me some more bait for my breath?
Jane, it's the Bell System's payments to talk about long distance.
Well, that's their problem. If I'm in Chicago and I want to call Cleveland, what am I going to do? Open a window and scream? Of course I call long distance. Oh, feeling...
The perfect gift to think twice.
If the person who received your surprise is not willing or able to take care of it, it is a disaster for the pet.
Every year, animal shelters take in thousands of dogs and cats who will receive the gift, but turn out to be too much trouble and too expensive to keep. Most of them are destroyed.
Pet estate planning. Don't give a pet as a surprise.
This message from the Humane Society of the United States.
WOKO cares about you.
All right, leading off for the Rangers, Kurt Bavacqua, who is the designated hitter for the Rangers today. Bavacqua bounced to second his first time up. He and his lovely wife gave birth to a little baby boy. Well, not he and his wife gave birth to a baby boy named Anthony Bavacqua. Their first child, so they are very happy. He's on cloud 9. First pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Big fight going on for that souvenir ball. Man, they are going at it. There's a fly ball to right field. Jackson moving back. Reggie is there and makes the catch. One away. I said it. They're fighting over a ground ball foul that two men grabbed, and neither one would let go, and they're really going at it. Just down from the Yankee dugout. They do things in a big way here in Texas. Juan Benitez, who bounced to third, will be the batter. Ron Guidry. Kick, and the pitch is fouled. That'll be out of play. Back into the crowd. The Rangers already have 6 hits off Ron Guidry. And the next pitch, he started to bunt the curve, hit off the foot of Cliff Johnson in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Return to the White Sox are giving the Red Sox a tough time. They beat them yesterday, and the White Sox are leading 6-5 at the end of 8. Fly ball. The wind will hold that one up. Mickey Rivers calling for it in left center field. Makes the catch. That's 2 up and 2 down. And the batter now will be Bump Wills, who lined a single to right field his first time up. And Bill Campbell already in his second ball game and touched up. He came on in the 8th, and the White Sox scored 4 runs in that inning. Told you the Brewers are leading the Orioles 8-3. The Brewers shellacked the Orioles yesterday. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The Blue Jays of Toronto leading the Tigers of Detroit 4-2 at the end of 8. Big John Mayberry is at a homer for Toronto, and Ron LaFleur for the Tigers. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2. And Cleveland beat Kansas City 8-5. Wayne Garland the winner. And Dennis Leonard the loser. Some home runs in that ball game. That pitch is outside. Freddie Potek and Hal McRae each hit one with a man on for Kansas City. Truitt, Dade, and Thornton each hit a home run for the Tigers. Rather, the Indians. They're playing a doubleheader. Oh, boy, it's starting early. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Foul back and out of play. Told you that Heisel had hit a 3-run homer in the first inning, and Gorman Thomas hit a grand slammer in the first inning. That's for the Brewers. And the Yankees go to Milwaukee after they leave Texas. Full count on Bump Wills. The payoff pitch, swinging a foul. In and out of the seats that time. No fight with that foul ball. Opening day for the Yankees and the Rangers. Pop, that'll go back into the seats. Look at the wind take that ball. Way back over the Ranger dugout. And into the crowd. And a big crowd. This will be the largest crowd ever to see the Rangers play, because they have added over 5,000 seats right above us. And they are jammed. Capacity now a little over 41,000 here at Arlington Stadium. Again, the 3-2 pitch. Foul, and that was off Will's foot, and he sits down. And time is called as they want to take a look at that baseball. They do, and give it right back to Guidry. Will's jumping around, trying to get a little feeling back in his foot. They have tornado watches up. And we've got Art and Brian, that's right. And as soon as they spot one, I'm gone. There's a curve low, and it's ball 4. Wills is on. He is 1 for 1. And the batter will be Jim Sundberg, who flied to right field his first time up. Yeah, I was listening to the weatherman on TV, and they say April and May are the 2 bad months in Texas for tornadoes. Wills leading the way. There he goes, and the pitch is lined to right field. Jackson coming on, makes the running catch of the line drive. Nice play by Reggie Jackson as they had the hit and run on. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left. At the end of 4, the Rangers 1 and the Yankees nothing.
Listening to the game just isn't the same as being there. The special magic a hot summer's day and an even hotter Yankee Stadium crowd give to the game, well, it's just missing. So do something about it. Grab a Yankees Frank. Because Yankees Franks have the taste that takes you out to the ball game, even when you're listening at home. Bite into one. Feel like cheering? Go ahead. The crowd won't mind. Yankees Frank. Colonial Maker. The day is done. It's time to let it go. It's the moment to unwind. Just wait. When you've been moving fast all day, you know there's nothing like slowing down the pace and relaxing with a Budweiser. But when you say Budweiser, and I, the voice sang the words.
This is Mel Allen. You know, Emory doesn't put a package through spring training just because it reports in out of shape or overweight. At Emory, they take any size package, any shape, any weight, to practically anywhere. Emory, the Air Force, and Air Freight.
On the scoreboard in the National League at the end of 8 innings, it's the Expos 5 and the Mets 4. Rudy May all the way for the Expos. Steve Henderson and Mazzilli homing for the Mets. Mazzilli with a man on. The Dodgers beat the Braves 6-2. Tommy John the winner. And Ruthven the loser. Reggie Smith homing for the Dodgers and Matthews for the Braves. Cards and the Phillies not underway. The Reds beat the Astros again 2-1. And George Foster got his second home run of the year in the second inning. Lou Piniella, who struck out his first time up, will lead off against John Matlack. And the curve is high outside, ball one. The Giants lead the San Diego Padres 5-0 at the end of 3. And that's pitch high outside, 2-0. And at the end of 9 full innings, it's the Cubs 3 and the Pirates 3. And Big Dave Parker got his first home of the year in the third for the Pirates. Low, ball 3, 3-0. It's the first time that Matlack has been behind the count on any Yankee hitter. We told you the White Sox leading the Red Sox 6-5 with the Red Sox batting in the top of the ninth. And we're checking a score that sounds unbelievable. Orioles scored 3 in the top of the first, the Brewers 8 in the bottom of the first, and on the ticker it says Baltimore scored 9 in the top of the second. Strike one, but we're going to double check that. If they did, the Orioles would be leading 12-8 at the end of inning and a half. Sounds like a football score. Matlack takes the pitch, is hit high to left. Again, the ball that would have been out, but the wind holding it up, and Oliver, he crashes into the wall, and the ball hits the wall. Pinella's going to go for 3. Now, that's 2 balls that the Yankees hit that would have been homers. And the wind brought it back, and Oliver crashed hard into the wall. The ball hit above his head and kicked back towards the infield. And Pinella's on with a leadoff triple. Willie Randolph would have had a home run, except that the wind held up the ball. And Oliver was able to catch it deep in the corner. So the Yankees with a golden opportunity to score here. Piniella at third, nobody out. And Cliff Johnson the batter. Johnson struck out his first time up. The infield is back, so a ground ball to short or second will allow Piniella to score, tie up the game. Pitch to Johnson, high, ball 1. On deck, Chris Chambliss. Johnson's a big man now because should they get him out without Piniella scoring, they could bring the infield in, and then Chambliss would have to hit a long fly or a base hit. Pitch to Big Cliff, fouled off his foot. It's 1-1. Matlack, as we told you, had 4 strikeouts in the first 3 innings. Didn't strike out anybody in the 4th inning. But he retired the Yankees in order and lead-off triple to Piniella. Only the second hit for the Yankees off Matlack. Lou leads off third. Pitch to Johnson. Fouled it again off his foot. That hurt. That went all the way out to Harrah. And look at Johnson sitting on the ground. Here comes Gene Monahan again. Matlack is throwing that slider in and down to the right-hand hitters, and when they foul it, it goes straight down off either their knee, shin, or ankle. Billy Martin halfway out. Now Billy goes back as Gene Monahan says he's all right. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Big Cliff. Nobody out in the top of the 5th inning, and the Rangers are leading 1-0. And runs are going to be scarce, so this is a big run for the Yankees. They can't afford to leave Piniella at third, especially with nobody out. The left-hander Matlack comes down to the belt. And the pitch hit deep to left foot foul. Man, did he get around on a fastball. Way back in the seats in left field. All right, Cliff Johnson digging in. And now Matlack takes too much time, so Big Cliff asks for time and gets it. He gets back in. Outfield swung around towards left on Johnson. And again, Johnson asks for time. Matlack taking a lot of time out there. Cliff again steps in. Piniella leading off third. And now the kick. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And Johnson slaps at his bat. Second time Cliff has struck out. And the fifth strikeout for Matlack, and it brings up Chris Chambliss. And now exactly what I said is happening. The Rangers are bringing the infield in. And Chambliss will have to hit a sacrifice fly or a base hit to score Piniella. No way Lou can score on a ground ball. Unless, of course, the Yankees put the squeeze play on. All right, the stretch by Matlack. And the pitch. Swing and a foul just below us, strike one. Big play in the ball game right here. Matlack checks Piniella. His pitch foul just below us again. Two quick strikes on Chambliss. All right, 0-2 the count on Chambliss. He's really got to bear down. And the pitch, bouncing ball, and that'll get the run in. A base hit as Harrod dove to his left, got his glove on the ball, knocked it down. Campaneris picked it up. But Piniella scores, and the ball game is tied up on a ground single by Chris Chambliss and an RBI, and we're all tied at 1 here in the top of the fifth in the batter, Greg Nettles. Harrod does not move as well as Nettles for the Yankees down there at third. Otherwise, he could have come up with that ball as he dove to his left and held Piniella at third. But when they kicked off his glove, Lou came in. Chambliss at first. 1 out. Pitch to Nettles. Swinging a foul to the right of the plate. Strike one. Gene Michael, Yankee first base coach, hustles in to pick it up. Wind still blowing a gale, almost straight in. Outfield straight away on Nettles. They're not playing him to pull. And a breaking pitch down low, grabbed by Sundberg. It's 1-1. Eyes of Texas are upon the Rangers and the Yankees today. Chambliss leading off first. Curve breaks over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I tell you, the way that wind is blowing, it benefits the left-handers on their curveballs because it's blowing from right field towards third base and really makes that curveball bend. Ready for the 1-2 delivery. Fastball, ground ball, a second, could be 2. Wills over to Campaneris, 1, but no, a good slide by Chambliss. And he called him out for Chambliss going out of the baseline. And Billy Martin's coming out to argue. Chambliss did go out of the baseline. You can see his slide. That's one of the few times you'll see that play called. Billy Martin now pointing to the spot where Chambliss started his slide. And that is a very unusual call. If a runner goes out of the baseline to hamper an infielder, they can call him out. And that's exactly what the second base umpire, Jim Evans, called. And there's a big argument. Billy Martin, Chris Chambliss, Dick Hauser, and Gene Michael all arguing out there. That'll have to go as a double play, a very unusual one. And And the score now at the end of 4.5. The Yankees won and the Rangers won.
Cahoo's Tobacco Company has more to offer than the name implies. They carry one of the largest inventories of all Zenith products in the Tri-City area. Color and black and white TVs, table models and console stereos, and video cassette recorders. All TVs are delivered free of charge within the Tri-City area by servicemen who adjust each set specifically to your location. Cahoo's Tobacco Company has its own service department on the premises, and they therefore personally guarantee and personally stand behind each and every Zenith product they sell. 9-inch diagonal black and white, battery-operated and portable black and white 12 and 19-inch diagonal TVs, portable stereo with AM, FM stereo radio, record player and cassette or 8-track tape will play and record. All available at Cahoo's Tobacco Company's everyday low prices. Stop in, check it out. Cahoo's Tobacco Company, centrally located in downtown Cahoo's at 60 Wilson Street. Open Tuesday and Friday till 9, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday till 5:30. Closed Sunday and Monday. More to offer than the name implies. Cahoo's Tobacco Company. This is Steve Allen.
And Jane Meadows.
Bell system long distance.
And something to do about those letters you've been too busy to answer.
Recycle them?
Oh, no. Answer them with a long-distance call.
I got it. Stack up your letters by the telephone and answer my long distance.
Long distance is a nice way to return a letter and always appreciate it.
And you don't have to worry if they can't read your handwriting. Feelings, whoa, feelings.
All right, on a very unusual call, a call that I don't believe I've seen once in 5 years. Chambliss called out for interfering with the shortstop Campaneris, who wasn't even going to throw the ball to first base. They said that Chambliss slid out of the baseline and bumped Campaneris. So it ends up as a double play, but the Yankees did pick up a run. We're tied at 1-1 as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. And for the Rangers, it'll be the top of the order again, and they've given the most trouble to Guidry so far. Mike Hargrove is 2 for 2. He singled to right center and scored in the first inning, and singled to right field in the 3rd inning. Hargrove, who has a lifetime batting average of .303 in the big leagues. Sure, that tornado watch is a little closer than we think. Batten down the hatches, men. That wind is really blowing. And now they want to take a look at that baseball. Marty Springstead looks it over and flips it back to Guidry. Opening day jitters should be just about gone for all the ball players. It's always the night before, the morning of, and just prior to the start of the opening day with all the ceremonies. All right, Guidry winds, and the pitch to Hargrove. He runs up to bunt, takes a curve over, strike call. Hargrove. Oh, they change it now. 4-6-3. How can they give Hargrove, who never even handled the ball, a putout on that unusual double play? There's a curve low. It's 1-1. It should be the man closest to the play. Campaneris should actually get 2 putouts, to throw from Wills, and then because of the interference, another putout. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, he couldn't check it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. How do you like that? Ed Kranepool, the senior citizen of the New York Mets, homered with 1 on in the bottom of the 9th, and the Mets beat Montreal 6-5. Well, I'm glad to see that for Joe Torre and the New York Mets. Well, holy cow, where was it? A good breaking pitch that Cliff Johnson started to throw to third, and Guidry walk off the mound, and Marty Springstead. That's about 4 times in this game now that Marty has crossed up Cliff Johnson on what he thought were called third strikes. So the Mets won it. They're 2-0. That curve, and again Johnson ready to throw it to third, and Springstead says a ball. A lot of umpires don't like it when a catcher does that. They think they're showing the umpire up, but you shouldn't let that... Well, the White Sox beat the Red Sox again 6-5. 2 days in a row they've beaten them. Ball 4. And he gets a walk. And you know, that hurt the Yankees. In that first inning, they thought they had Al Oliver out twice on called strikes. And then Oliver singled to help build that run. Rick Burleson got the only home run in that game for the Red Sox in the 4th inning, but the White Sox beat him again 6-5. All right, Bert Campaneris. First 2 times up, he laid down 2 beautiful sacrifice bunts. He might do it again. Runs will be at a premium in this ball game. Hargrove leads away. Nettles coming in, and Campaneris runs up the bunt off the plate, but foul to the right of the plate. Campaneris, who had an outstanding year sacrificing last year, one strike to count on Campaneris. The stretch, there goes the runner. The ball is hit in the air to center field. Dent faking a ground ball, and now Rivers has to come in hard. Can't get it. They got a chance at second, and they get him. What a break for the Yankees, and a break that Hargrove was the base runner. He's not a good base runner. What happened was the hit and run was on, and Campaneris lofted a fly ball to shallow center. Rivers was digging hard, but the wind kept blowing it away from him. Hargrove got to second, saw that Rivers might catch it, turned, headed back to first. Then the ball dropped. Mickey even kicked it once, picked it up, and threw to Willie Randolph for the fourth play. So that play goes 8-4, believe it or not, to force the runner at second base. That's 2 assists for Rivers in this ball game. Here's Al Oliver. Pitch out, but he was not going. Campaneris, also an excellent base runner besides being a good butter. Campy had 27 stolen bases last year, 54 the year before. The stretch and a throw to first, but he's back. Campaneris had 40 sacrifice bunts last year. He's got 2 today. 1 man out. And another throw to first. Campaneris is back. Looks like he's ready to go. Oliver, as we told you, single to left and then hit back to the box. Another throw to first, but Campaneris back easily. Guidry, who has improved on everything but his pickoff move to first base. The stretch. Pitch to the plate. There goes Campaneris. Johnson's throw. Close. They got him. Great tag by Bucky Dent. And I want to tell you, Cliff Johnson had a tough play there. The ball was high and tight. It almost hit Oliver. Cliff had a backhanded throw over the head of Oliver. And what a tag by Dent while he was in midair. Beautiful play. And now 5 seconds for station identification.
We're listening to Yankee Baseball on 1460 WOKI.
All right, the pitch to Oliver. Curve popped up. Going back, Willie Randolph. The wind will hold it up. Now Willie's got to come in and just does get to the ball with a diving catch. Holy cow, is that wind playing tricks with the baseball? Nothing across for the Rangers, and at the end of 5, it's the Yankees 1 and the Rangers 1.
Well, I remember way back in 52, and those matches moments with Mary Lou, hanging out at the drive-in in my 57 Ford V8.
Hey, Rocky, I bet my Ford's better than your Ford. Oh, yeah? What do you got in that thing? Yeah, well, I got a new set of Champion Plus. Oh, well. Hey, listen, man, I just remembered I got to get my dovetail trimmed, right? Hey, Rocky, I bet my Pinto gets better mileage than your Pinto. Yeah? Tell me, what do you got in that thing? Yeah, well, I got a new set of Champion Plus. Oh, wow. Hey, I got a split. I just remembered I got to get a hair transplant, right? Hey, time's changed.
Buy a better plug for any kind of car than Champion. You can buy a better plug no matter where you are than Champion. Champion, #1 in the world. #1 in your car.
The day is done. It's time to let it go. It's the moment to unwind. So just wait. And for the king of beans and settle back and the king of love. But when you say Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
A beautiful USA influence. Perfect gift for anyone.
Bucky will lead it off. We're in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Dent. Line, another base hit for Bucky. Boy, I tell you. Dent missed almost all of spring training, but he has come up with 2 base hits and 2 times at bat. A line single to center this time. First when he hit it off the hands and dunked it in shallow center. That'll bring up Willie Randolph, and let's see if Billy Martin will try a little trickery here. Willie fly deep to left, the wind holding him up and robbing him of a home run, and then bounced to short. Hargrove holding the bag against Dent, who takes his shin guard off, or shin guards, I should say. He has 2 of them. Stretched by Matlack. And a pitch to Willie. Foul as Randolph was trying to go to right field. He fouled it off back into the crowd. It was a miserable morning, and just before the game started, the sun came out. And it's been out the whole ball game, although the wind has not let up for an instant. Dent leads away. Matlack kicks, throws to first. Dent back easily. Matlack has an excellent move to first, almost a balk move. Kicks that right leg up and holds it, kind of hesitates. He sets again. Another throw to first, and Bucky is back. Looks like the Yankees might have had the hit and run on. We got some action down in the Ranger bullpen. It looks like Ferguson Jenkins from here. And Randolph bunts, but it's going to kick foul. It was a perfect ball, a bunt, a slow curveball. Willie, a little over-anxious, was moving. That's why Campaneris is such an excellent bunter. He bunts and then runs. Trying to get the Yankee hitters to do. They like to beat it out for a base hit instead of using the word as it's supposed to be sacrifice. Sacrifice means you sacrifice a time at bat to advance the runner. All right, a 1-1 ball game in the top of the 6th. Dent at first, nobody out. 2 strikes, though, on Willie Randolph. And a pitch to Willie. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yankees are not going to try and steal too much, with Matlack having a good move and Sundberg with just about the best throwing arm of any catcher. Outfield straight away, not deep on Willie. Zisk way over in the right near the line. There's a throw to first, but Dent back easily. Matlack gets the sign. And the pitch, high and outside, evens the count at 2-2. So Matlack was ahead 0-2, tried to nibble a little bit. Now the count is even, and on deck, Mickey Rivers. The left hand is set. And the curve is foul back and out of play. And Matlack got away with a pitch there. He hung that curveball. Packed house here today at Arlington Stadium. Hargrove still holding the bag against Dent. Matlack checks him. Delivers to the plate. A bouncing ball slowly to short. They're going to have to go to first. No, everybody's safe. Hara cut in front of Campaneris and tried to get Dent at second. He had no business going there, and Dent, as slow as he is with that bad leg, easily beat the throw in a second. Now, they could give Willie a hit on that, because I don't think Hara would have gotten him at first base. It is a base hit, an infield hit. First time today that the official scorer and I have seen eye to eye. Nobody out in the Yankees with a definite threat going, and Mickey Rivers the batter. And if Mickey lays one down, anything could happen. They know they got to get rid of the ball in a hurry. They could throw it in the left field, right field, or center field. Hargrove in at first, Hara in at third. Dent leads off second, Randolph off first. Stretched by Matlack. Pitch to Rivers, he squares and bunts foul. He had the pitch, he wanted a bunt away from him. He wanted to bunt it down third because Hara is moving back to the bag and Matlack will have to cover third base. And all he's got to do is bunt it fairly hard so the pitcher can't field it. And Mickey very easily could get himself a base hit. Nobody out. Matlack sets again. And Rivers bunts out in front of the plate. They got it. Sundberg up. Goes to first in time to get Rivers just barely. A beautiful sacrifice bunt. Runners at second and third now with 1 out. And Thurman Munson the batter. Oh, Mickey laid down a beauty. Sundberg had to come out from in back of the plate to throw him out, Matlack would never have gotten him. Now, the Rangers have to play the infield in. What a break this is for Munson. Any ground ball that is not right on an infielder will be a base hit. And, of course, a fly ball will score a dent. They're going to put him on. They're going to walk him and pitch to Reggie Jackson. An intentional walk to Thurman Munson as Billy Hunter from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, the home of the groundhog, is giving the order. So now the bases will be loaded for Reggie Jackson. And while they're walking Munson, a reminder that the Yankees' first homestand of the 78 season will feature 5 big games. The Yankees will host the White Sox next Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons at 2. Then the Baltimore Orioles come into town for a 2-game set. Monday night, April 17th at 8 p.m. and Tuesday afternoon, April 18th at 2. Get your tickets now at Yankee Stadium or any Yankee ticket outlet. All right, a huddle out on the mound now between Sundberg and Matlack. Reggie Jackson was hit with a pitch in the second inning and fly to center in the fourth. Reggie with a chance now to pick up some RBIs, which he loves to do. The infield is back in double play depth. 1 out, bases full of Yankees. Score tied 1-1. And Matlack will pitch from a stretch position. He will not take the full windup. Dent at third, Randolph at second, Munson at first. The pitch to Jackson. Hop up. He will not score. Campaneris waving everybody away. And backhands the ball in fair territory. So Jackson, first ball hitting, pops up to Campaneris. A big out. Bases remain loaded with 2 out and the batter, Lou Piniella. You don't usually see Jackson do that. Campaneris made a tough catch when the wind got a hold of it, and he had to go all the way to the foul line on the dead run and backhand it. Piniella struck out his first time up and then tripled high off the left field fence his second time at bat. He has scored the Yankees 1 run. Two men out. The base is still loaded. Piniella stepping out. Matlack's taking a lot of time out on the mound between pitches. Dent leads off third. Randolph off second. Munson off first. Matlack comes set. And his pitch is fouled back and out of play. Strike 1. Lou trying to shoot to right field on that one. Ranger outfield, Al Oliver in left, one Beniquez in center, and Richie Zisk in right. Base hit will score 2 easily here. Randolph with excellent speed at second base. Matlack sets again. And the pitch line to left field. It's going to be trouble. Oliver running, one-hand grab deep in the corner. That would have cleared the bases. Beautiful play by Al Oliver again. For the Yankees, no runs, 2 hits, no error, 3 men left at the end of 5 1/2. Yankees 1 and the Rangers 1.
Cahoo's Tobacco Company has more to offer than many flies. They carry one of the largest inventories of all Zenith products in the Tri-City area. Color and black and white TVs, table models, and console stereos, and video cassette recorders. All TVs are delivered free of charge within the Tri-City area by servicemen who adjust each set specifically to your location. Cahoo's Tobacco Company has its own service department on the premises, and they, therefore, personally guarantee and personally stand behind each and every Zenith product they sell. Color portable TVs in 13, 17, 19, 23, and 25-inch diagonal, and color consoles in 23 and 25-inch diagonal, available in modern and Mediterranean styles. All available at Cahoo's Tobacco Company's everyday low prices. Stop in and check it out. Cahoo's Tobacco Company, centrally located in downtown Cahoo's at 60 Rumson Street. Open Tuesday and Friday through 9, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday till 5:30. Closed Sunday and Monday. More to offer than the rain and flies. Cahoo's Tobacco Company. A special offer from Langley's. When you buy 3 of their Light Guard, Super Guard, or Spring Guard fourth shocks, whichever is right for your car and the way you drive, Midas will give you the fourth shock absolutely free. And if anything goes wrong, Midas guarantees to replace their shocks free for as long as you own your car. So get Midas Ice before April 30th and get the shock of your life absolutely free. It's the Midas 4 for 3 shock sale. Good at participating Midas dealers.
Don't compromise. Midas Ice.
Some scores in the American League. The White Sox defeated the Red Sox second day in a row, 6-5. Rick Burleson with the only home run in that game. Torrey Alba was the winner, kid they got from Oakland, and Campbell was the loser. Brewers 8, Orioles 3, ended 2.5. Larry Heisel got his second home of the year with 2 on. Thomas got his first of the year with the bases loaded. Toronto beat the Tigers 5-2. John Mayberry and Tommy Hutton homered for the Blue Jays, and Ron LaFleur for the Tigers. Garvin the winner and Slayton the loser. The Indians beat the Royals 8-5. Potvak and McRae homered for the Royals. Pruitt, Dade, and Thornton for the Indians. Garland the winner and Leonard the loser. They're playing a doubleheader there. We'll give you the National League scores in just a moment. Right now, Richie Zisk, the batter. Zisk has singled twice off Guidry, and he takes one low, ball 1. The Mets beat the Expos 6-5 on a 2-run homer by Eddie Kranepool in the bottom of the 9th inning. Lee Mazzilli and Steve Henderson also homered. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1. They had 11,832 at Shea Stadium. As Cornejo is the winner and Stan Bonson the loser. There's a bounce to the third. Nettles in. One hands it. Flip to first. They got Zisk. One away. Zisk, who has shed over 20 pounds, is a lot faster than the last time we saw him. The Dodgers won their second game of the year. They beat the Braves 6-2. Tommy John, the winner, 1-0. And Dick Ruthven, the loser, 0-1. Reggie Smith got his first of the year for the Dodgers, and Gary Matthews his first of the year for the Braves. Cards and Phillies not underway. Cincinnati won their third game of the year, beating the Astros 2-1. Norman the winner and Duharo the loser, and George Forster got his second home of the year for Cincinnati. Toby Harrah swings and fouls the pitch back. It's 0-2 on Harrah. The Giants lead the Padres 5-0 at the end of 6. Barr going for the Giants. Shirley started. Weremeister and Spillner in there for the Padres. And the Pirates beat the Cubs 4-3. Dave Parker got his first home run of the year. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. He's out of there. Jim Bibby, who the Pirates just got, is the winner, and Suter the loser. So Harris strikes out. And there are 2 out, nobody on, and the batter will be Kurt Bavacqua. Would you believe that's the first strikeout for Ron Guidry in the ball game? Guidry normally, he's got a lifetime average of 7.5 strikeouts per 9-inning games. But today, that's his first, and this is the 6th inning. Bavacqua bounced to second, fly to right. Ground ball third, Milton's right there, 1 hop. Fires to first, and an easy inning for Guidry. 3 up and 3 down, and at the end of the 6th, we're all tied 1-1.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Specs, makers of fine athletic shoes for tennis, basketball, jogging, or just running around. Spec shoes are designed to make your feet work a little faster than your competition's. Whether your game is basketball, tennis, running, or just hanging around looking terrific, look for Specs at over 600 fine stores in and around New York. Smart New Yorkers already have. They know that when you step into your Specs, you're ready to step out. Spec athletic shoes for all sports.
The day is done. It's time to let it go. It's the moment to unwind. So just wait for this. And for the king of years. And settle back and be yourself. No matter what you do. No matter when or where. You know a glass of blood is like an easy chair when you did
Yeah, Budweiser. Absolutely the best way to call it a day. Any day. You know what I mean. When you Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Real pitching duel in progress here down in Arlington, Texas. 1-1 the score. We go into the top of the 7th inning, and a man who has never fought a duel in his life will be taking the microphone, Frank Messer.
Okay, Scooter, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody, wherever you might be listening to Yankee baseball. What's this about duels? Oh, you just thought it up, Scooter, huh? All right, let's think up something about Cliff Johnson here as he's ready to lead off for the Yankees. We go to the 7th. John Matlack in the wide, and the first pitch to Heathcliff. Slow curve is up high, ball one. Johnson has struck out twice in the ball game. There's that slow pitch again, full foul down toward the Yankee bullpen in left field. 1 ball and 1 strike on Johnson. Johnson struck out in the 5th inning following a leadoff triple by Piniella. Yankees did get Piniella home with the tying run when Chris Chambliss sliced a ground ball off the glove of the third baseman Toby Harrah. 1-1 pitch from Matlack. Check swing, bouncer right back to the mound. Matlack snags it and throws on to first. Johnson is out. And now 20 seconds for our local stations to identify themselves.
It's 35 degrees, clear and partly cloudy. Cool tonight, low 23. On Sunday, mostly sunny and breezy, continued cool, high 43. Clear on Sunday night, low 24. On Monday, it'll be mostly sunny and warmer, high 50. 35 degrees right now, 1460 WOKO.
Chris Chambliss steps in, takes a curve knee-high for a call strike. Chambliss has driven in the Yankee run with an infield hit off the glove of Toby Harrah. Left-hand hitter swings and fouls one off to the left side. Craig Nettles in the on-deck circle grabs the ball and flips it over his shoulder into the stands, a souvenir for a fan. Matlack 0-2 pitch. Line drive over the head of Harrah, base hit into left field. Running the ball down is Oliver. Chambliss is going to go for 2. Throw to second. He's going to be out. Buff Wills tags him out. Chambliss is out. Left fielder Oliver to second baseman Wills, 7-4. Trying to stretch a single into a double. There are 2 down. That was the Yankees' 5th hit. Make it the 6th hit off Matlack. 2 outs, and the batter, Greg Nettles. Sundberg goes out to talk to Matlack. Nettles has struck out and grounded into that controversial double play in which interference was called on Chris Chambliss. Chambliss was at first base in the 5th inning with 1 out. Nettles hit a ground ball to Bump Wills, who threw to Campaneris. Chambliss was out, and they called Nettles out for Chambliss interference. There's a drive out into right field. It is way back. It is going, and it is off the wall. Nettles was not running hard, thought it was a home run, and is held up at first base. Boy, Nettles thought he had hit one out of here. I had thought so, too. I think Ziff thought so at first. The ball hit the wall, though, with that stiff wind blowing, and Nettles gets a long single off the wall. Base hit number 7 for the Yankees. 2 outs, Nettles at first, Bucky Dent the batter. Well, with Bucky Dent in there, makes his home down in North Miami Beach, Florida. We can say hello to all the folks listening down in Miami this afternoon on the facilities of WIOD in Miami. First time our regular season Yankee game has ever been carried down in South Florida. Pitch to Bucky. Curve is low, ball 1. My folks down there in southern Florida happy to have the ball game on this afternoon. Listening, here comes a pitch, and it is popped up off the first base side, foul territory. Hargrove after it, and he cannot get to it. It's in the seat. So Dent stays alive. Bucky has had 2 hits and 2 trips. Nettles takes a shortcut back over to first base. First time this year, Yankee radio broadcasts are originated over the facilities of WINS in New York, our flagship station on the Yankee Radio Network. Pitch coming to Dent. Low in the end for a ball. Something like that works both ways. I'm sure the folks at WINS are happy to pick up Yankee baseball fans listening to their station, and Yankees are happy to pick up WINS regular listeners listening to Yankee baseball. Get your sports log with all your news there in New York. Pitch to Bucky. Line caught by the third baseman, Howard. A bullet, but Howard caught it to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, a man left, and a 6.5. The Yankees won, the Rangers won.
Have you ever watched people ordering hamburgers when they have a complete choice of toppings? Let someone order mustard relish and onions, and the next person looks at them like he's crazy and then orders
With ketchup, mayo, and pickles.
and the next person shakes his head and orders,
With cheese, lettuce, and tomato.
and on it goes. At Wendy's, each and every hamburger is custom-made with your choice of toppings.
With ketchup, onions, mustard, pickles, mayo, relish, lettuce, tomato, and cheese.
You take the great hamburger toppings and fix them in 256 different combinations, including your favorite. And you don't skimp on the portions either.
With lots and lots of ketchup, please.
You fix the toppings 256 ways. But at Wendy's old-fashioned hamburgers, we fix the meat only one way. Not inches.
Wendy's, 1335 Central Avenue, just east of Colony Center. 741 New Lawton Road, just south of the Circle. And 3 Clifton Country Road, opposite the entrance to Clifton Country Mall.
Well, got him dancing in the aisles. Here at Arlington Stadium, the 7th inning stretch. I tell you, a little Western swing music, that's the place to come for it. And down here about halfway in between Dallas and Fort Worth in the Lone Star State of Texas. And about 40 to 42,000 baseball fans out here at Arlington Stadium this afternoon. Now settle back to watch a 1-1 ball game with the Rangers batting in the 7th inning. Ron Guidry will pitch to the lower third of the batting order. Juan Beniquez, Bump Wills, and Jim Sundberg. Beniquez is off for 2. He has bounced to Nettles and fly to center. Right-hand hitter, very close stance. And the pitch is fouled back out of play. Rich Gossage has started to throw down in the Yankee bullpen. No balls and a strike on Beniquez. Guidry turns and loose. A fastball is swung on and missed. Ron Guidry missed a couple of important weeks of spring training, recovering from the flu. He's still in a rather weakened condition. I'm sure they're watching him very carefully now from the Yankee dugout. There's a foul back by Beniquez. I had breakfast with Ron Guidry this morning, and he told me that he was still weak from the effects of the winter case of flu he had down in his home in Louisiana. That he felt it'd probably be another month or maybe longer before he got all his strength back. He winds, and the left arm comes in low. Ball and 2 strikes on Juan Beniquez. Guidry has struck out only 1 man, and he has walked 2. He deals. Ground ball. Left side. Nettles has it on his knees. Up throws. He's out at first base. And now 5 seconds for station identification. Greg Nettles made a scrambling play to his left on that ball. Went to his knees to scoop it up. Straightened up and threw in plenty of time. 1 out, and Bump Wills the batter. He's been on twice with a single and a walk. Guidry offers up high with the ball. Wills in shallow at third base. Wills can lay the bunt down for the base hit. Switch hitter batting right. Lines one. Caught by Nettles. Butted right off his ankles. Boy, two fine stabs at third base of line drives. One by Nettles and earlier one by Toby Harris. And Guidry just came off the mound over toward third base. Said, hey, buddy, thanks for that one. That would have been a two-base hit. 2 outs, and Sundberg the batter. Jim Sundberg, twice his fly to right. He's a right-hand hitter. Takes a curveball over, strike one. Brewers 13, the Orioles 3 at the end of 4 innings. Swing and a foul back. 13-3 at the end of 4. Brewers jumped on Dennis Martinez, Kerrigan, and now Tippy Martinez. Foul. That'll be out of play on the right field side, back in the stands. Orioles may miss Rudy May a little more than they thought they would. Molitor, a 3-run homer for the Brewers. Pitches inside a fastball to Sundberg, and the count is 1-2. Larry Heisler's homers for the Brewers. Norman Thomas a grand slam. A swing and a miss, retires the side. Looks like a good sharp slider down and in on Sundberg. 3 up, 3 down at the end of 7. It's the Yankees 1 and the Rangers 1.
The day is done. It's time to let it go. Just the moment to unwind. So just wait. Talk about your golden moment. This is it. Relaxing after a long day with the easy taste of Budweiser. But when you're there, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis. They came from across the sea, from Japan, Germany, England, Italy. Bright and eager to show what they could do. They were foreigners in a foreign land. But one thing that was true in the old country was also true in the new. Imports from every country find America is the land of opportunities. The opportunity to use Champion, the world's best-selling spark plug. The plug that wins more big races. For imports, you can't buy a better plug than Champion.
You can't buy a better plug than Champion. You can't buy a better plug than Champion. You can't buy
Well, we move along in the ball game to the 8th inning, tied up 1-1. And the Yankees will have the top of the batting order coming up. Woody Randolph, Mickey Rivers, and Thurman Munson. The Western swing band entertaining right down below us. Folks cutting a few didos to the Wabash Cannonball during our little half-inning break. Woody Randolph is 1 for 3. Fly to left, grounded into a force, and had an infield hit. Matlack winds. The kick on the pitch. The right-hand hitter. Curve is over. Strike off. Hara plays him in tight. Gossage is throwing in earnest out in the Yankee bullpen. We'll see if Guidry comes out for the bottom half of the inning. Next pitch coming. Flying away. And a foul back in the stands. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Score's tied 1-1. Matlack delivers, swing, and a miss by Randolph. John Matlack picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And he'll work to Mickey Rivers, who is 0 for 2. Mickey has grounded out twice and sacrificed. Steve Comer, left-hander, is throwing down in the Rangers bullpen. They got a right-hander. Pitch is in the dirt. Looks like left-hander Roger Moret also throwing down there. Pitch is on the way, and it's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Rivers. Thurman Munson is on deck. Matlack turns it loose. Rivers bluffed him on, took a strike. Harris played him in shallow at third. He was charging down Mickey's throat that time. Rivers took the bat away from the fastball. 2-1 the count. And a ball hit off the end of the bat on the ground is short. Campaneris was up with it and throws him out 2 down. Mickey got that one right off the tip end of the bat. Nudged it right at Campaneris, who threw him out easily. The batter will be Thurman Munson. Thurman has struck out, flied out, and been given an intentional walk. Munson was walked intentionally in the 6th inning when the Yankees had runners at second and third with 1 out. They put him on pitch to Jackson, and the strategy paid off. Reggie popped up to the shortstop, Campaneris, and Pinella then hit a line drive that was caught by the left fielder, Al Oliver. So it's a 1-1 ball game here in the 8th inning. Yankees got their run in the 5th on a leadoff triple by Pinella and a 1-out single on the infield by Chris Chandler. Matlack delivers. Munson takes a strike. Matlack has not thrown that many fastballs in the game. He stayed with his breaking stop, slider and curveball, and on occasion has changed up. He pumps and offers. Check swing foul, goes back into the seats on the first base side. No balls, 2 strikes on Munson. We'll be on an hour earlier tomorrow afternoon with a ball game from Arlington. 3 o'clock game time. 3:05 actually, New York time. Ed Figueroa pitches for the Yankees. Doc Ellis, right-hander, pitches for Texas.
Hey, Rocky!
On to the third. It's on the way. Grounded to third base. Foul ball. Got by Hara, but just foul.
Hey, Rocky, give us away!
Count holds 0-2 on Thurman Munson. This 3-game series winds up Monday night.
What happened?
About 8:35 of 40 game time. Munson hits a line drive, 1 hop, taken by Campaneris. The shortstop throws to first, and the Yankees are retired in order. It's the end of 7.5. It's New York 1 and Texas 1.
Tired of the same old drum sandwiches? Well, you can change all of that with a submarine sandwich from Big Dom's. How about a hot sub? Big Dom's has them. Hot Italian meatball, sausage, or pepperoni. Over 30 different submarine sandwiches to choose from with fresh meats, cheese, and vegetables. Big Dom's submarines are really big. Not just big rolls, but they stuff them full of the finest meats, cheese, and freshest vegetables available. The Big Dom's sub is a true meal in itself. And how about veal and peppers made with Big Dom's own wine sauce? It has that something special that it takes to carry Big Dom's name. Big Dom has 8 convenient locations in the Capital District: Albany, Latham, Rotterdam, Troy, Westmere, and now Manans. How's that for convenience? Whether it's a cold or hot meal you're looking for, Big Dom's has it. All subs are made fresh right in front of you. If it's variety, quality, and value you're looking for, Big Dom's has it all. Stop in today and enjoy a meal like never before.
I love being moved Booth-Proof, Jesse. Because you get to talk about Kmart's Booth-Proof picture-perfect policy. Because I'm getting famous. 2 big kids here ask me to share their lollipop.
Chrissy, you should love being with Booth-Proof because you get to tell about when Kmart processes your film, you get borderless color silk prints, and you pay only for the prints you like. So it's not just being famous that makes you like being with Booth-Proof, right?
Right. It's the lollipops.
Rich Goose Gossage has come on to pitch for the Yankees as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ron Guidry pitching 7 innings and taken out of the ball game. Allowed 6 hits. He walked 2, he struck out 2, and gave up 1 run, and it was earned. He leaves the ball game with no chance of a decision one way or the other. Score is tied 1-1, and Gossage will take over, pitching to the top of the batting order. And for an oddity in the ball game, the leadoff hitter in the batting order, Mike Hargrove, will be leading off the 4th inning. 4th time he has led off an inning, and he's been on base the first 3 times. Gossage, one of the hardest throwers in the American League, if not in all of baseball. Ready to pitch to Mike Hargrove. Hargrove is a left-hand batter. He singled to right center, singled to right, and walked. First two times up, he was sacrificed to second by Campaneris. And in the first inning, he came in to score on a base hit by Richie Zisk. That's the Rangers run. Chambliss has knocked in the Yankee run. We're tied 1-1, and here's the pitch to Hargrove. Fastball is over, strike one. First Campaneris is on deck, and then Al Oliver. Fastball, strike two call. Gossage ready and deals. Just a bit outside. Yankees play Hargrove straight up the middle with Gossage on the mound. Goose has the sign. Fastball swung on him. This strike three. Hargrove strikes out, one away. The batter will be Bert Campaneris. The paid attendance this afternoon is 40,078, and that is not capacity. It is the largest opening day crowd ever for the Rangers. This expanded ballpark now seats 41,097 with the added seats and 40,078 on hand. Pitch to Campy. Ground ball. Foul at third base. Just foul. Largest crowd ever to see the Rangers at home was 40,854. That was before they expanded the seating in this ballpark. Gossage turns it loose, and Campaneris hits it in the air to right center field. Reggie Jackson is there under it, makes the catch, and there are two down. 2 outs, nobody on. A 1-1 ball game. The batter will be Al Oliver. Oliver is 1 for 3. He had a base hit his first trip. Hit into a fielder's choice and popped up his last two times. Score is tied, 1-1. Gossage pitch, knee high for a strike. And a ground ball, shortstop off Dent's glove. That'll be a base hit. Oliver is on. Len Barker, right-hander, is warming up now in the Texas Ranger bullpen. So Al Oliver, who was a teammate of Gossage last year with the Pittsburgh Pirates, gets the first hit off the Goose, the 7th hit of the ball game for the Rangers. 1 on, 2 gone, and Zisk, the batter. There goes Oliver. The pitch is taken high. Throw to second base. He's going to be out. He kicked the ball out of Woody Randolph's glove, but after the out had been registered, that'll bring on an argument from Billy Hunter, and the side is retired. Oliver is out, stealing 2-4. 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 8, the score, the Yankees won, the Rangers won.
These Baby Ruth fun-sized bars sure are delicious, and I ought to know.
Why is that?
Well, it just so happens I consider myself to be quite a candy bar connoisseur. And a Baby Ruth's got fudge and peanuts, chewy caramel, a rich chocolatey coating, terrific stuff. Plus, these new bags are mighty economical. Some people call them fun-size, but I call them Bill White-size, because they're just right for me.
I see.
I'm crazy about Baby Ruth bars, and it's not easy for something to get to first base with me. Get it, Frank?
Oh, brother.
When it's 5 p.m. and I close up my clock up here. That's it.
Right on time, my friend. But of course, any time is the right time for the smooth taste of Budweiser.
Waiting for your call when you say Budweiser.
No time like present.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
This is Mel Allen. The Emery Flight Pack takes packages up to 5 pounds. It's probably the only small package service in existence that's big enough to carry Reggie Jackson's contract. Emery, the Air Force in air freight.
Well, Al Oliver tried to run on Cliff Johnson, and Johnson gunned him down. Well, the Rangers technically were not 3 up, 3 down in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They batted only 3 men. There was a base hit, but with Oliver thrown out stealing, nobody left. So we go to the 9th, and Reggie Jackson will lead off. It will be Jackson, Pinella, and Johnson for the Yankees. Billy Hunter is out talking to plate umpire and the crew chief of this umpiring team, Marty Springstead. Jim Evans, the second base umpire, has called him very close today. He ruled a double play back in the fifth inning when Greg Nettles hit a ground ball to Bump Wills with Chambliss at first. Wills flipped to Campaneris. He was out at second. Campaneris was upended by Chambliss, did not throw to first, but Evans ruled Nettles out on Chambliss interference and called it a double play. Now Oliver kicked the ball out of Willie Randolph's glove on the steal attempt, and Evans said he's out nonetheless. And the Orioles having trouble getting the Brewers out. The Brewers now lead, would you believe, 16-3 at the end of 5 innings. 16-3, Milwaukee over Baltimore. Jackson takes a strike. Reggie has been hit by a pitch, flied out and popped up. 0 for 2. Left-hand hitter, of course. And this one's inside for a ball. 1-1. John Matlack pumps high. The kick, the pitch, breaking ball is looped out into shallow center. Coming on. Benitez can't get to it. It's in for the base hit. Benitez started in on the ball, realized he could not catch it, held up and played it on one bounce. So Reggie Jackson gets his first hit of the season, and the batter will be Lou Piniella. Piniella has struck out, tripled, and lined out hard to the left fielder Oliver. Left-hander Roger Moret joins right-hander Len Barker down in the Ranger bullpen. Matlack comes set, checks Jackson with a look, and the pitch to Piniella. He's up there to bunt, squares, and takes the ball low and outside. Piniella looks down at Dick Hauser, the third base coach, to see if the sacrifice is still in vogue. We'll know in a moment. It's Matlack. Drops to hands. Left-hander throws to first. Jackson is safe. Billy Martin is up on the Yankee dugout steps watching the action, giving signs. Piniella squares. Takes low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Cliff Johnson is the on-deck hitter. Scores tied 1-1. Reggie walks off a pretty good lead against Hargrove, and they got him picked off. Matlack's got him picked off. Hargrove runs in towards second, flips to Wills, and Wills tags him out. Reggie Jackson is picked off by Hargrove. The play goes 1-3-4. That's for the benefit of those of you who may have just started keeping scorecards and go by the numbers. 1-3-4. 1 out. Lou Piniella steps in. Steps back in, and the pitch is taken high by Lou. 3 balls and no strikes to Piniella. Cliff Johnson is waiting on deck. Matlack winds and offers. Ball 4. Piniella walks on 4 pitches. Only the second walk given up by Matlack. The other was intentional. Matlack has hit a batter. And now Billy Hunter, the Ranger manager, goes out. Hunter stays only a moment, goes back toward the dugout. Don't forget that big luncheon to welcome the Yankees back to New York next Friday at the Americana Hotel at noon. In addition to current Yankee team members, Mickey Mantle will be on hand to accept the Pride of the Yankees award. Seats for the luncheon are priced at $25 and $35, with all proceeds going to benefit Instructional Television of New York. I'll give you more information in a moment. Johnson rips a foul outside of third. Now, for further information on the luncheon, you can call 212-687-4869. That's 687-4869 in New York. We'll see you at the luncheon next Friday at the Americana. No balls and a strike on Cliff Johnson. Piniella at first, 1 out. Matlack's pitch hit in the air to left field. Al Oliver is going back fairly deep, back on the track, back to the wall, and he leaps and makes the catch at the wall. Pinella's going to have to hurry, throw to first base. He's safe. Oliver made a leaping catch at the wall, and Pinella was all the way down to second. He had to hustle back and slid back into the bag ahead of the relay from Cavanera. Cliff Johnson almost had one out of here. He's mad as he goes back to the dugout. Al Oliver had to leap and make the catch right at the wall. Through to Capaneris, who relayed back to first, but not quite in time to double up Pinella. 2 down. Chris Chambliss, the batter. Takes a curve, let her high, strike one. We're tied 1-1 here in Arlington in the 9th. Fastball is hit in the air to center field. Benitez is calling for it. One hands it. And the Yankees scoring threat goes by the boards. At the end of 8 1/2, it's the Yankees 1 and the Rangers 1.
Would you like to put 25,000 miles between you and oil changes? Ride into the nearest mobile station and make the change to Mobile One, the oil that does it all. Your mobile dealer is the one to see for Mobile One, the revolutionary synthetic motor oil that's making big news all over the country. New tests show you can actually drive Mobile One 25,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first, before changing oil. That Mobile One is needed, and if your car is new, follow warranty rules. See your mobile dealer when you need a safety check, battery service, tire rotation, and of course, mobile detergent, gasoline, and dependable mobile tires. He's a car professional, just the kind of dealer you'd expect to have an oil that's so extraordinary it can go 25,000 miles on one oil change. Mobile One, the oil that does it all.
If I were to say I love you, I sure does me, but I think I would kiss. Sometimes it'd be nice to hear it, and someone comes in there and kept inside. Those 3 words, I love you, are just hard to say because I haven't said it. It's even wonderful to bring it. I guess it's as hard for anyone as for me. I wish I could. You're not as full of fun as you think. If you know, tell them. A thought from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Good morning.
WOKO. Terry, I love you.
Bottom half of the 9th inning, tied up 1-1. Goose Gossage will be working to Richie Zisk, Tony Hara, and Kurt Bavakwa. Following the ball game, we'll have the Yankee wrap-up and a scoreboard for you. In the meantime, we can tell you the White Sox beat the Red Sox for the 2nd day in a row, 6-5. No, Ronnie Blomberg didn't hit another home run today. Boy, he had a big one yesterday, didn't he? Tied the ball game up. And the White Sox won it. And they're leading again today. Or rather, they won again today, 6-5 over the Red Sox. Richie Zisk, right-hand hitter with power. Young man out of Brooklyn, New York. Gossage pitch, swing, and a miss, strike one. Goose is ready and offers. Pitch is pop foul. That'll be out of play on the first base side. Back over the dugout into the seat. Well, except for the wind, we've had a nice day down here in Texas. Well, the weather's a lot warmer down here than I thought it would be. They tell me it hit right at the 90-degree mark yesterday. Officially, I believe they listed it as 87. 0-2 pitch. Line. Oh, that one may be the ball game. It's deep to left, and it is gone. A home run for Zisk. Richie Zisk puts a sudden finish to it with a line drive home run into the left field seat. And the Texas Rangers have beat the Yankees 2-1. The entire Ranger bench raced on the field to greet Zisk. He got a hold of a Goose Gossage pitch and lined it into the left field seat. And the Rangers win it here in the 9th inning by a score of 2-1. And the totals will show the Rangers with 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors The Yankees 1 run, 8 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher going all the way, John Matlack, and the losing pitcher, Rich Goose Gossage. Richie Zisk getting his third base hit of the ball game, and this one went all the way. A line drive not affected by the wind, just cleared the wall and left into the seats. And the Rangers win their opening day ball game from the Yankees by a score of 2-1. Our engineer for Yankee broadcast is Brian Ferguson. Assistant producer is Carol Lee Ashwell, and the executive producer is Arthur Adler. I'm Frank Messer for Phil Rizzuto and Bill White. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow against the Texas Rangers. Next time you have an appetite for fine continental cuisine, go directly to Arthur's Restaurant at 44 West 50th.
If you're looking for freedom, if you're looking for a new you, if you're looking for a goal to reach each and every day, if you're looking to the future.
Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000